Donald Trump heads into tomorrow's State of the Union with a 36% approval rating, sagging independent support, a Supreme Court smackdown on his own tariffs, and voters still annoyed about the cost of living, which is not exactly the economic golden age backdrop you'd sketch on a whiteboard. So here's the situation leading up to the event. A new CNN poll has him at 36% overall approval and just 26% with independents, which is less commanding coalition and more nervous math problem. At the same time, the Supreme Court invalidated his earlier tariff framework, undercutting a major pillar of his economic strategy, and there's ongoing political friction over immigration crackdowns, partial shutdown drama, and the messy handling of the Epstein-related files. Those still exist, by the way. And yet, tomorrow night, he's expected to focus on what he calls the big beautiful bill, tax provisions he says will boost refunds, eliminate certain taxes on tips and overtime, and reinforce the idea that the economy is strong even if a lot of voters don't feel strong. Welcome to Why It's Trending Daily. I'm Hank. This is where I break down the stories that everyone is suddenly Googling, and I explain to you why they matter. So here's the tension that makes this particular situation interesting. He needs to sell confidence at a moment when affordability anxiety is still the dominant voter emotion, and confidence messaging works best when people already feel upward momentum, not when they're staring at $500 grocery bills. Now, if he leans into grievance and score settling, he energizes his base but risks pushing independence even further away. If he leans optimistic and polished, he risks sounding detached from people who don't see the greatest economy ever in their bank accounts. So this speech isn't about flipping critics, it's about preventing further erosion. The State of the Union speeches rarely cause dramatic polling swings, but they can shape narratives heading into midterms, and narratives drive turnouts, and turnouts drive control. So this isn't a reset button, it's a public stress test of whether message can outrun the mood. I'm Hank, here to explain the chaos, not hype it. If you want clarity instead of noise, you're in the right place.